Charlie, för fan, kör nu.
Are you guys speaking Swedish to me? I can't. That's not funny. I'm getting fired in Swedish. That's awesome.
Hey guys.
The death of one of its biggest stars at the age of 28. Tim Berg, a Swedish DJ and producer better known by his stage name Avicii, was found dead in the Middle Eastern country of Oman. Avicii was found dead in the Middle Eastern country of Oman.
He was in Oman. I'm like, Oman? I mean, who knows about going to Oman on vacation? They're like, he's on vacation. What was he doing in Oman? I'm like, who? I mean, only a really rich person or somebody that has traveled the world a lot, or both, usually both, would know to go to Oman for vacation. Like, who's going to Oman? Like, besides some like really like rich person. So he went to Oman, and then they found him dead in a hotel room. And that's the MO of usually when they're going to take you out. You know, you end up in a hotel room somewhere, face down.
It was his 2011 hit Levels that catapulted Avicii to #1 on the dance music charts in the United States and across Europe. Avicii quickly became one of the hottest producers in the music industry. Collaborating with superstars like Beyonce and Coldplay.
Do you like it more when it gets...
Huh?
Do you like it better when it's like more with a higher...
You're so talented, man.
Do you like the synth?
What?
Do you like the new synth? And
Yeah, I love it.
You know, he was assigned to UMG, Universal Music Group. So, I mean, the Illuminati was funding him. And I mean, this guy would travel around the world, everywhere. And he was just pretty wealthy. I mean, from what I know about people who do this DJing, like EDM music, either creating the EDM music or like traveling around being a DJ, it's usually like rich kids. That's like a rich kid game, is doing this whole DJing thing. And people, I mean, really, I don't know anyone personally who is so-called a DJ, but I know people who do know people who are DJ, and it's like, they're always like a rich kid, like 100% of the time, from my understanding of it.
one of us was a king, where would he sit?
That's usually your seat there.
Is that where Jesus would sit? I'm not saying that I'm Jesus, but, you know.
It's okay. You can tell us you're Jesus.
But, you know, he was a rich kid. I don't know who, I think his parents, they were saying the mother's an actress and the father is like, you can't, it's like classified, like you just don't know. You have to just guess. So I'm assuming he's obviously a wealthy person, and or tied into, you know, the Matrix B system. I have no idea. But usually when they can't or they don't put a bio on the people's parents, you know, usually they have everybody's information and have no problem disclosing everything that you're doing at any point, anytime. So the fact that they decided, or that they haven't, or that it hasn't been publicly released what his father did or what his father does, it probably means that he's probably extremely rich or works for very rich people. And you know, and it's just, they just don't want you to know. It's not just none of your business, plebe. I mean, he had pictures with Madonna, and he was mad that people were telling him that he sold out when he was taking pictures of Madonna and everything. But she's a UMG artist also. So, I mean, he was basically ran by the music industry, the machine. And he made them a lot of money. And then when he decided that he didn't want to tour anymore, he couldn't tour because, you know, I mean, I don't want to say because he was just getting drunk all the time, but I mean, he had medical problems because of the drinking. And so when he said that he wasn't going to do a tour anymore, you know, I mean, that's definitely a bottom line type of decision. and he's not going to be making them as much money, or at least that would be the thought process. I mean, that's how he was making most of his money, going on tour, you know, going to all these different festivals and performing. So him deciding that he wasn't going to do it anymore means two things. One, like I said, he had money, so he really didn't need to do it anymore. And two, that you know, that could possibly be an issue for them, or was an issue, or could be an issue for them, that he wasn't going to make them the money that they thought he would. So who knows? But it is still interesting that usually when Queen Elizabeth needs something, when a big event is about to come up for her, a legend, it's always like a legend, is found dead in a hotel room somewhere. So
We are coming on the air with breaking news about the death of an American music icon. Prince, the innovative, one-of-a-kind artist who's given us so much great music over the decades, has been found dead.
President Obama joins the world in mourning the death of Prince. The president called him, quote, one of the most gifted and prolific musicians of our time.
It was just 1 week ago that Prince held his final concert in Atlanta after canceling performances at the Fox Theater the week before.
Electronic dance music fans all over the world and right here in South Florida are mourning the death of superstar DJ Avicii, the producer whose real name was Tim Berg. Was visiting friends in Oman in the Middle East when he died.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Tonight, it's a mystery no more. We have the goods on the Google barge off Treasure Island.
It's a story you'll see only on KPIX5.
It's a mystery. He was only 28 years old. He'd recently retired from live performances after a series of health scares.
We used him for our grand opening week. He was one of our grand opening DJs, and he helped set the tone for us. Huge success with him at Live, multiple times. He was a cash cow for us.
Avicii would tour the world until 2016 when health issues forced him to step away from the scene. His family says he was preparing to make a comeback until his untimely death.
Happy birthday, Your Majesty. Happy birthday to you.
It was going to become a rather familiar tune for the Queen.
Your Majesty, Mummy.
And so the Queen lit the first of more than 900 beacons across the
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Your Majesty. Happy birthday, Your Majesty.
Happy birthday to you.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and show your appreciation for our guest of honor, who we are thrilled to share this special day with, Her Majesty, the Queen.
put a spell on you.
Like something that seeks its level. I wanna go to the devil, I wanna be evil. I wanna spit tax, I wanna be evil. And cheat at jacks, I wanna be wicked. I wanna tell lies, I wanna be mean and throw mud pies. I want to wake up in the morning with that dark brown taste.
I put a spell on you. Cause you're mine. Dun, 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 dun. You better stop the things you do to me, you do. I ain't lying. Oh, I ain't lying.
Asked you once, asked you twice now. There's lipstick on your collar. You're giving all of your money and time. I'm not gonna sit here wasting mine on you. Yeah. You shop at the outside, and now you go out in your fancy car and make out in the rain. And when she rings you up, she know where you are, but I know differently. And now she sings along when you play guitar, make you brand new memories. Hope you treat her better than you treated me. I'm onto you, yeah, you. It's not mine. Hope you treat her better than you treated me. I'm onto you, yeah, you. It's not mine. Hope you treat her better than you treated me. Oh, yeah. It's not mine. And now she sings along when you play guitar.
But Your Majesty, if you do not mind me saying, you are not someone who is easy to buy gifts for. But I think we have the perfect present. You dedicated your life to the service of the Commonwealth during a speech from South Africa on your 21st birthday in 1947.
Was it romantic? Was it romantic?
Was it romantic?
And Megan, how are you feeling? And tell us, how did you propose? Was it romantic? Was it romantic? Was it romantic?
As we celebrate your 92nd birthday this evening, and in recognition of your incredible life of service, I am delighted to say that the Queen's Commonwealth Trust has now been launched to support young leaders around the Commonwealth. This organisation
Your Majesty, Mummy, I have a feeling that, would you all give Her Majesty 3 unbelievably rousing cheers on her birthday? Hip, hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to introduce you to Mason. This is Mason. It's also his birthday today. He's just turned 7. He's just turned 7 and he has something for you, Your Majesty.
Hi, Robin. Well, we're all still waiting. Kate has been in the St Mary's Hospital out behind me now for 7 hours.
The baby boy, whose name has not yet been revealed, is back at the palace this morning to bond with the rest of the royal family after making his first public appearance just hours after being born.
The 8-pound, 7-ounce prince making his big debut just about 7 hours after his birth, appearing to already give his first royal wave to the world. Kate delivering the 5th heir to the throne at 11:01 Monday morning. Kate making headlines for leaving the hospital so soon after birth and in heels.
She is the envy of women around the world that she's able to do that. I think it's testimony to the fact that she has a really good medical team who
that I taught who possibly had, well, until 2 weeks ago, it was the shortest first labour that I'd heard of all the mothers I'd spoken to. And she had her baby in an hour and a half. A couple of weeks ago, I got a birth report of somebody who had their baby in an hour. So we're waiting for the half-hour one.
But remember, she gave birth to Princess Charlotte in just 2.5 hours.
Kate making headlines for leaving the hospital so soon after birth and in heels. The Duchess wearing a red Jenny Packham dress with a white embroidered collar. An apparent nod to Princess Diana, who left the hospital in a similar red frock after giving birth to her second son. Prince Harry. Kate also paid homage to her late mother-in-law back in 2013 after Prince George's birth, wearing a blue polka dot dress just like Diana 3 decades earlier.
The moment we've been waiting for, William and Kate touring the Monument of Love, the Taj Mahal, sitting on that iconic bench just as Diana did 24 years ago.
Wearing a blue polka dot dress just like Diana 3 decades earlier.
When you give yourself and your life to the occult and you slip up and make a mistake, they take your life.
So I'd like to know who was around her, who, if anyone, gave her drugs, following alcohol and drugs, and who let her slip or pushed her underneath that water. Apparently no signs of force or trauma to the body.
Right.
Who let Whitney Houston go under her water?
Whitney's death is now complete. As you can see, the casket is on their shoulders, hand over hand, indicating there was a high sacrifice performed for Queen Elizabeth, Brandy, and Monica, and the powers that be. We cannot make this stuff up, y'all. To be on X Factor, America's Got Talent, do you understand in order to be a part of that world, you have to be demonic? You have to sleep with men, men sleeping with men, women sleeping with women. You have to follow rituals. You have to do blood sacrifice offerings. If not, you're not going to be a part of this world. And once you in, you can only blood out. You can never get out.